Hey YouTube, it's Hydra. Welcome back to the How to Loop series. Today we are on Edgefield House, which of course really only has one loop, and it's not even a loop that you can do forever, right? The couch does not break line of sight, so when the ghost comes around here, whether you're crouched or you're standing, it's going to get faster and faster with line of sight speed boost, and it's going to end up catching you. So what's like the only way you can really loop on this? Really all you can do is you can go around the couch once, sometimes maybe even twice if you're really lucky, and then you gotta do your full sprint upstairs. You can't really sprint and escape through the hallway unless you have a smudge. The reason for that is because the ghost is still gonna keep its eyes on you the entire time and will basically chase you down. The beauty of going upstairs is, in this game, when you change floors, the ghost kind of loses track of you pretty easily, and as soon as you get upstairs, there's already going to be like a 50% chance that the ghost doesn't follow you, right? So if the ghost doesn't follow you, that buys you all the time to recover your sprint. You can find a place to hide up here. If it does follow you, you have the added benefit of breaking more line of sight with these turns. So let's say you come upstairs, the ghost is chasing behind you. You're turning left here, so all of a sudden the ghost has not seen where you have gone. So when it comes upstairs, it doesn't necessarily know to chase you around this hallway. It could be like you could have gone to any of these rooms to the ghost. And if it happens to still chase you, you're gonna break line of sight again here, all the way through. And then you have these closets to hide into. So for Edgefield, it's really about looking for where your hiding spots are ahead of time. If you're playing on the higher difficulties, not all of these are going to be open, right? So you have to kind of know where you're going to run to always. Always know your escape path. Figure out which closet you're going to go into before it's too late. Okay, we have the hunt started. Let's get into position here. She's coming from the basement. This is the only loop that you can do on this map. So you have to wait for the ghost to get around the couch. Now check it. Notice you go upstairs and the ghost completely loses you. So there's a chance that she doesn't see you at all, right? So now she's exploring. Oh, now she's coming. So turn off your flashlight. No electronics on. Get into this closet. Oh, thought it was over for a second, but it's not. Closets and lockers are your ultimate safety. That was our loop. Just going around the couch once and then running upstairs. The key thing, okay, beginner mistakes that I was making before, it's easy to be very eager to want to sprint upstairs. If you go too early, let's say the ghost is walking through this way, right? If you go too early, it's not going to go around this couch and buy you the extra time. It will just immediately do a 180 and then chase you straight on, and it has a shorter path. So the key thing to remember is start here. Wait for the ghost to get close enough where you start moving to the right side. If you start here, if you just started here, the ghost is going to immediately come to the right side, right? So I'm purposely luring the ghost to the left. And then I'm watching the ghost clearly to get around this couch first before I start my sprint. So let's try it again. So come down, start moving to the right. Make sure she comes around the couch and then sprint. Full sprint all the way up. Normally, you could just go straight to a hiding spot. Right now, I'm checking to see if she actually finds us. Again, changing floors in Phasmo is a really, really strong way of losing the ghost. I see shoes being thrown. Oh, here she comes. Okay. So here I'm breaking line of sight again. She's gonna detect my flashlight though. I'm gonna turn off my flashlight, get into the closet, get into the corner where the door is closed. So I can turn it on again. Oh no, is it over? I often get a question about closets. Hey, how come you're leaving a closet door open, right? You don't need to close both. You just need to close the one in the side that you're in. So if I'm coming inside here, I'm gonna be on the left side where the door is closed. If I'm standing on the right side, of course the ghost is gonna get you, right? But you can also do it like this if you want to. Generally speaking, I try to angle it in a way where as I'm coming into the room, I can immediately just slam my face into this door and then roll into the closet. You know what I mean? It will save you time versus you coming in and having to yank it open, or if it's the other way, you having to come around the door and then going in. It just seems like extra effort. So I always try to position it in a way where I can just slam right in and then go. Veer to the side, right? So boom, get in, turn off your flashlight, all that stuff. Ult hunting again. So here, let me have my flashlight. Drop it. Come in. Boom. Wait for the ghost to leave. Nope, still here. I'm not holding on to the door right now. I'm not holding anything. I'm not pressing anything. Okay, let's pick this up again. Ghost will detect me again. Let her come close. Drop it again. Just showcasing the power of the closet, right? If you have a closet, you don't need to be scared. She will have an idea that you're here, but she's not going to check it. There are scenarios where the ghost will come over and she'll like open your closet. So if you're hiding inside, you see your closet open a little bit all of a sudden, then you can yank it closed. You just want to yank it closed as fast as you can. So you kind of need to be like ready to pull the closet door closed again. Now let's try couch with 2 loops. Just gonna chill for now. We'll skip this guy. These are cursed too, so they last extra long. I'll just fast forward through this, hopefully you're watching. Okay, let's turn on the lights. Maybe the upstairs light too, because I'm upstairs again. Wait, that should be enough. Oh my god, you have the link off again? These ghosts are trolls, man, I swear. Okay, keep that on, please. Here we go. So what's cool about this loop is... Oh my god. Okay, so what's cool about this loop is that it'll work with fast ghosts too. So even a revenant, you could just sprint upstairs and it'll be fine. Here, I'm gonna try 1 full loop around. I used partially... Oh no. I'm gonna need my smudge here. So that time I tried to go with 1 full couch rotation before I sprinted, but I needed to sprint a little bit beforehand. So I want to try it again. Let's try it one more time after this. So that last loop, I had to sprint a little bit from here to here on my next, I think the first rotation. So it kind of, I used part of my sprint and then I couldn't use my entire full sprint to get up the stairs. So I think because I ended my sprint around here on the stairs, I think, she was already coming over and then chasing me. And at that point, you're really like trying to count down the seconds before like your sprint comes back, but I don't think it's gonna come back in time, so I had to smudge her there. Let's try again and see if we can get 1 full rotation. So she comes over, you come around this way, you're trying to save your sprint to the best of your abilities, right? So try to do 1 full rotation and then full sprint out. If you're dealing with a fast ghost, obviously you can't do it, but let's say you have a revenant, fast Raiju, fast Moroi, whatever it is, you can always do the first loop that I did where you just immediately sprint upstairs. Okay, let's focus on this. I'm gonna stay crouched this time, just because there's a chance it breaks line of sight right here on this side. Here we go. Where's she standing this time? So get over here. Not sprinting. Oh, okay, here I have to sprint. Oh man, yeah. She's catching up to me. I had to sprint a little bit again. I'm turning off my flashlight this time. And she did not chase me up the stairs. Kind of risky, right? Like, would you try it without a smudge stick? Probably not. Unless you really wanted to gamble with your life here. But now, you know, once again, you change floors and then boom, she can't find you. Other than that looping spot, another fun spot that I like to do on Edgefield is actually this area right here in the back. So that's the front door right there in front of me. So as you come through the front door, you go through the foyer, you know, you have the kitchen on the left, and we're just gonna bypass this kitchen. Kitchen really is a death trap, there's nothing good here. But if you can get to this spot, even though it clearly looks like it's shorter than the player model and the ghost should see, like, you know, the top half of your face here. For whatever reason, the ghost does not detect you here. And it's pretty funny because you can actually see the ghost walking around, like left and right. But it will not detect you. Again, if the ghost is actually chasing you, like actively chasing you, and then you run here to hide, it's gonna see that you were last here, right? Like right before you hit into this corner. So it's still gonna catch you. So you have to make sure you're already here before the ghost even comes downstairs. But also some clips to showcase that. Garage spots. There are no real safe garage spots, so if you're gonna hide here, you kind of want to make sure you have a smudge and just kind of pray that nothing happens. You can either choose to hide here, in this corner, and this is if the lockers are blocked, right? But there's a chance the ghost comes over to check the lockers and then it'll see you. And then same with this one too. there's a chance that the ghost can path all the way through to the end of the garage and then it'll see you as well. So no permanently safe spots if you don't have a locker. When I first started playing this map, I used to think that this was going to be a good hiding spot here. Like, oh yeah, you know, it's a corner, there's something in front of me, we're safe, right? But remember, if you guys watch my Tanglewood video, this is the same dining table asset as Tanglewood. So when you're crouched here, the ghost still sees you, right? You're not breaking line of sight here. So if the ghost comes into this side of the house at all, it'll just see you crouching here and then it'll just come around and get you. So not a good hiding spot. What I'm gonna try next is I'm gonna try moving over to this side quicker. So what I was doing before is I kind of waited here on the left side first for the ghost to come down, so that way she doesn't come around this way, like automatically. But if I'm gonna do a full couch loop, at least once, then I probably want to start moving a little bit earlier. Okay, hunt time. This time I'm going to try to move over to the right earlier, since I'm going to try to do the full loop. Just crawling. Okay. Oh, look at that. She changed directions. So from here you do a full sprint probably up. I didn't use any sprint yet. Oh, she's chasing me and she's fast. Ooh, I got the shivers. I wonder if it's different if you turn off your flashlight though, you know? Let's say you have no electronics on, and then you do that. I feel like there's an even higher chance of her losing you. All right, one last hunt. I'm gonna try it this time with no flashlight on, so no electronics, just line of sight from here. Let's see if she's walking or crawling. She's walking this time. All right, so I'm gonna move over early. She crossed through. I got a good start this time. I don't need to sprint as much. I didn't sprint at all, so now I do the full sprint. Oh, did you see that? Oh gosh, she's coming. I was about to say, she went to the staircase and then walked away, and then she could have gone anywhere from then, but then she came back and then she saw me. So if you want to be risky, you can stare at the staircase to see if she comes up. Usually if you have a smudge stick on you. Otherwise, just go to your hiding spot and you'll be pretty safe. Alright, if you guys enjoyed this guide, if it helped you, if it's teaching you how to do this couch loop, please give me a thumbs up on the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.